Hey everyone, this is Mukesh Otwani once again from learn-automation.com. Recently, I received one email from one of the students and the question was, is implicit wait or the WebDriver wait that we have in Selenium is deprecated or not? So answer is yes or no, both. Because when I say yes, it means few methods has been deprecated in Selenium 4. And when I say no, it means they still exist, but the signature has been changed. So what does it mean? Let me show you one by one. So I'm assuming you already have Java, Eclipse, everything set up, because right now I will directly jump into the deprecated method of implicit wait and WebDriver wait. So the moment you type driver dot manage dot timeout, and the moment you use implicit wait, you can see a small strike symbol, right? And you will also see something called deprecated. And if you are completely new to timeout, then I would highly recommend please watch my previous videos where I discuss what is implicitly wait and other waits as well, and I will give all the link in the description. Fine, so now coming back to the example, if you notice this method, it says it's deprecated. Not only this method, if you just come down here and you will see same thing called page load timeout, this is also deprecated. If you see set script timeout, this is also deprecated. When it's deprecated, only this method is deprecated, but the other methods are still available. So when I say deprecated, what does it mean basically? So for this, I want to show you the official documentation. A program element annotated at the rate deprecated is one of that program which is discouraged from using, typically because maybe it's dangerous or a better alternative exists. So in our case, we have a better alternative now. So till Selenium 3, we had this syntax, but now we have other alternative methods, which I will show you now. So whenever you use a deprecated ones, compiler will give you a warning that this method is deprecated. So if I go with the previous approach, if I use this one, initially we used to provide the time here, let's say 30. But we used to provide, right, what exactly is this 30? Is this 30 seconds, milliseconds, minutes, or hours? So we used to write like time unit dot, let's say seconds. So now you will be getting a strike symbol here, that that this method is deprecated. Okay, so how we can use it now? Now you have to use another method, like method name is same, but the signature is changed. Instead of using implicitly wait with long and time unit, now you will be using a duration class. You will see the first method, right, duration. So now you will just type duration. You will be getting this duration class from java.time package. The moment you use this, now you can define whether this duration is of minutes, nanosecond, minutes, hours, milliseconds, and so on. So if I use the seconds here, let's say 30 seconds. So now you will see this statement is not throwing any strike, right? It's not saying this method is deprecated. So if you're using Selenium 4 and the newer versions, please go ahead with this syntax. So stop using this one. Not only this implicit wait, even if you use page load timeout or the script timeout, you will get the same, okay, deprecated one. So again, if I show you this page load timeout, if you go with time and time unit, you will get the deprecated one. But if you use page load timeout with duration, you will not be getting this deprecated one. Okay, so please change these three things: implicitly wait, script timeout, and page load timeout. Now if you're following framework, then you must be having a base class, you must be having a browser factory, or at least a class which is invoking your browsers. So you don't have to change the complete framework, you will be only modifying that particular file. That is the advantage of having framework, that whenever any changes happens or enhancement or some maintenance, instead of updating multiple scripts, you will update at a common place and it will be reflected in your framework. Now is it only with this? No, there are multiple methods that has been deprecated in Selenium 4. Okay, so over the time when you start using it, you will see this deprecated one, see some other alternatives is available or not. This is related to implicit wait. Now do we have any deprecated method for WebDriver wait as well? Answer is yes. So I'm not running this code, I'm assuming that you are familiar with implicit wait, page load timeout, script timeout. If not, check out the videos in the description, you will get the more clarity about the waits, because in that videos I have discussed in detail with proper example. Now coming back to the second example, initially whenever we have to work with WebDriver wait, we used to write WebDriver wait. We used to create object, right? So new WebDriver wait, driver wait. So initially we had a different constructor, right? Now you just need to pass the driver here, and you can pass the duration dot of time, let's say seconds here. Okay, initially we had a constructor which used to take by default time in seconds, but now you can provide the duration here. Now if you want to see the source code, if you just open the source code, okay, just put mouse over and click on this, you will see this deprecated annotation. So whenever you use this one, you will be getting deprecated warning, but if you come to the second one, there is no deprecated annotation here. Same thing if I show you this constructor, WebDriver wait constructor. Now you're passing the driver and the timeout, so based on these arguments it will be creating instance of WebDriver wait class. Okay, initially in previous version we used to have default time as a seconds, so that is a big change. So I hope you got the clear picture. I'm just giving you a few examples in this video, but whenever you find any deprecated methods, try and see if any other signature is available or not. Now if you don't understand the signature means number of arguments, type of arguments, order of argument. If anything changes in the signature, that method will be considered as a separate method. Okay, very quick video but very important, so please try from your side, implement in your framework. Let me know if you have any other issue, and if you think this video is helping you, please share with your colleagues and friends, those who are working with Selenium, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.